Today we are making some Baitholders for the rotisserie. We're going to start with this stuff, this 19mm electrical tubing. We're going to chop it up into pieces, and here you are striking a balance between a bit longer pieces make it easier to work with, and shorter pieces make it easier on the rotisserie. So for me, the sweet spot is around 14-15 centimeters. So I'm gonna measure the thing up and chop it up in the miter saw. Handles are cut to length. They are I went with the 14 centimeter, pretty much the Goldilocks spot for me. So the idea here is that I'm gonna put some plugs of this dowel into them, and then have this screw coming through the dowel sticking out the other side, so that I can put the bait on the screw. However, this dowel is a little bit wider than the diameter of the pipe. So I went with the classic setup here, orbital sander in the vise with a kitchen towel around it. It's the poor man's disc sander. Works a treat. And we're going to shave off a couple of millimeters in a conical shape on these dowels, and a couple of centimeters long, just so you have a lot of screws sticking out the other end. This is the cone that's then going to be gonna fit into the handles like that. And I pre-drilled it and recessed it so that I can get all of the screw in, because it's quite delicate at this point. So now just stick it in the vise, screw the screw in place, and fasten it with a little bit of cyanoacrylate. The observant among you will have realized that this thing is still a little bit too wide to fit in the tube. But don't worry, I've got a solution for that as well. Fire, baby! Actually, we're going to be using this old hairdryer thing, heat gun. But this stuff is becomes plastic when warm, so we're going to warm up both the plug and the tube, and hopefully I'll just be able to stick it in there after that. We'll see in a bit. Here we go! In there. That is not going anywhere. Snug as a bug. And I stuck it in a couple of millimeters more, and then bent over these edges. So that's really, it's in there good. I call this done. I'm just gonna do the 4 others, and then we'll chuck some baits on the rotisserie, see if it works. This is it then. Put these holes in there. You'll see in a bit, but I have wires on my rotisserie around the holders where you stick these, right? So I can stick wire through there and just make extra sure that it doesn't fall off. Usually it doesn't happen, but once in a while it'll happen, and just a bit of extra security. Because that sucks, you know. This thing falls out, then you have one bait, you know, lying on the ground in a pool of epoxy. The wheel is off balance. Possibly the entire batch is ruined. Yeah, it sucks. But so this is what you do, right? Take the bait, stick it in there. There you go. She's in there. Now we can go to the rotisserie. Yeah, you see here these screws. That's where I'm going to be attaching wires later. Just stick it in. Ah! Oh! Well, aside from that the light was in the way, seems to work pretty good, I think. This is the cabinet for the rotisserie. It's got an oil-based electrical heater in the bottom. So I'm going to run it on a thermostat so I can control the temperature. Put some carpet and some plastic on the walls just for a little bit of insulation. OSB, got a removable lid in case I ever want to get access from the top to do something with the baits. Yeah, magnetic door sealer. Little window. Oh! There we go. Door stays shut with magnet. Got a little window. I can just give a quick glance, check that everything's alright in there. Ah! It's about the size of her. First batch of bait on the wheel. Looking really good. Really like this thing. You can look in through the window, quickly see that everything's all right, and controlling the temperature from the outside like this, super easy to control everything with the thermostat. It's funny, you see there, it's gone pretty hot. It's gone up to 27 degrees. I think that's because I have an oil-based radiator in the bottom. So the radiator gets warm, and then it takes a while before the temperature goes up for the thermostat, and then it shuts it off, but it stays warm because the radiator retains a lot of heat. But yeah, I still think it's going to be a good little system. Well, that's all for me right now. Thanks for tuning in. See you around, man.